Hey guys, welcome to Toolsplit. It's your boy Dots, and I've officially become a fortune teller.
Are you serious?
In this episode, we'll go forward in time to discover what tech might look like in the year 2100. If you were born today and for some strange reason are watching this episode, you'll be 78 years old in 2100, and on your birthday, be telling your great grandchildren about this video. What am I saying? Will YouTube still be here? Maybe it will be called the YT-verse. Anyways, we only got 5 of them, so stay tuned for the last one as it will make you very rich. Tech has come a long way. Just check out what Steve Jobs said in 1981. Very deep.
And it really illustrated man's ability as a tool maker to fashion a tool to amplify an inherent ability that he has. And that's really exactly what we feel we're doing. We're really sort of blazing the trails for the 21st century bicycle, but to amplify a slightly different inherent ability that man has, the ability of a certain part of intelligence. Right now we're at the mechanical part of intelligence, where one of these devices can free a person from many of the drudgeries of life and allow really humans to do what they do best, which is to work on the conceptual level, to work on the creative level.
The 2000s were awesome for tech, and if you watched our 2-part series on the top tech moments, then you'd agree.
Let me show it to you. This is what it looks like right here. It's pretty straightforward. It runs on Android, it runs on iOS, BlackBerry, and other smartphone platforms, and allows people to exchange messages. Now, how many users does WhatsApp have? Well, it's not so simple. One thing to bear in mind about chat apps is that the number of users alone can be misleading because you can download multiple apps to your phone, meaning that one person can be both a WhatsApp user and a WeChat user.
As for the year 2100, we didn't make these predictions, just pointing out some interesting ones and assuring you they are all not apocalyptic. Thank God. We've also skipped a lot of the popular tech predictions you've heard, like less work, more play, or finally using quantum computing to discover what happened to Amelia Earhart. Enough ranting about the future, let's get into it. Number 1. End of natural aging. This goes back as far as Vlad Dracula in 1428, during the age of... Just kidding. The truth is, it all started in 69 BCE when the great Cleopatra bathed in donkey milk. Through the 16th century, there have been attempts to extend the life of old folks through elixirs, injections, and unsanitary surgeries. Most of the attempts so far in history have been made towards making the skill feel younger, but that's not what exactly you want, is it? The popular anti-aging scientist, Dr. David Sinclair, conducted a biotech split test with mice that altered the genes that turns on or off the old making machine of our DNA, which somehow reverses your aging by 40%. I'm so sorry, there's no easy way to say it. In a 2019 Joe Rogan interview, David Sinclair described the future of a potential long-life drug, not the one sold on the dark web.
Nicotinamide riboside is a supplement that raises the levels of a molecule called NAD.
I feel like I should make a shopping list.
So that get a pen. So while you're writing that down, Joe, so the sirtuins, okay, get this. So sirtuins need NAD to work. Without them, they don't work. In fact, if you don't have NAD in your body, you'd be dead in about 30 seconds. It's a really important molecule. But as we get older, we lose NAD. So by the time you're 50, like I almost am, you have about half the levels of what you had when you were 20. So that's not good. And these sirtuins, they don't protect the body without high levels of NAD. So what NMN does, and this other molecule called NR, which both you can get on the internet, they boost the body's levels of NAD back up to youthful levels again. And if we give them to mice, these molecules to mice or even to worms or yeast, they live longer.
Also, Shai Efrati, a physician in Israel, uses hyperbaric chambers to deliver oxygen therapy that helps the telomere, protective caps in the chromosome of our cells. The longer these caps stay, the longer we live. How about nerve regeneration? This involves using what is referred to as the Yamanaka factors to convert adult cells into stem cells, which then eliminates regeneration-related diseases. With a concerning growing aging population, imagine if all these clinical applications can be combined into a simple FDA-approved caplet that can benefit stem cells. This pill will not be available to those under 18 though, as parents will continue to wish their children can grow quicker than the speed of light. In the meantime, live safe and
take care.
Number 2, invisible cloak. This goes back as far as the days of Harry Potter. Just kidding. The first invisibility cloak was created in 2006 by British scientist John Pendry. This was possible by using metamaterials, which manipulate wavelengths over two-dimensional objects. These metamaterials can be a mix of glass, metal, plastics, dielectrics, or electrical insulators with nanoparticles. What do we have right now? Since then, tech has improved with much lighter materials for 3D applications, and even recent patents for transparent devices like smartphones. Speaking of patents, Hyperstealth Biotechnology invented the quantum stealth, a tech developed by the company's CEO Guy Kramer to help the military hide their stuff from radar, infrared, and even the naked eye, as you can see in this demonstration. J.C. Orr of CNET even did some amazing atom experiments of mixing different quantum stealths to produce even better results. There is also the new invisibility glass, developed by the scientists at Brookhaven National Laboratory Center for Functional Nanomaterials, which uses nanotextures glass. I hear we don't need to wait till 2100 for this one, as it's already upon us. Just hear from the horse's mouth.
We've got the solar patent, we've got the light bending patent, we've got a laser splitting patent where I can split a laser into millions of parts, which can be used for LiDAR, which are lasers that operate like radars, and they're used on self-driving cars. So huge resolution improvement will increase safety for the vehicle, the pedestrian, any animals that are down the road. Obviously, it's going to have military applications as well. You'll be able to see the battlefield like you've never seen it before.
I'd love the invisible eyeglasses, so people think I only wear frames, just like this guy. Stay tuned. Remember we told you the last mention will make you rich? If you like what you've seen so far, please subscribe and hit the notifications so you can be the first to get similar episodes. Number 3, instant learning. This goes back as far as the days of Neo in 1999. Just kidding. Researchers at HRL Laboratories used the method of transcranial direct current stimulation to transfer the brain activity of commercial and military pilots into the heads of novice pilots, which can be instantly applied in flight simulations. That's like taking knowledge from Elon Musk into my brain, so I can make more money in a year than any human in history. Yeah, these devices can turn your brain into a computer, literally. There are even brain-to-text studies by Facebook, Meta. In the 2017 F8 Developer Conference, which I remember watching, Facebook predicted that one day people can simply share thoughts regardless of language, since the brain has one language. There is also the concept of decoded neurofeedback from a 2011 study reviewed by Life Science, which shows that the process of practice makes perfect can be amplified with technologies for visual learning applications. We also give a honorable mention to Elon Musk's Neuralink, which does much more with your brain. How it will happen by 2100? Well, maybe just like Neo, this one might happen after 2100, but we can only wait and see. That said, it will transform ideation as we know it, and the quote, "knowledge is power," will reach epic proportions. Number 4, programmable matter. This goes back as far as the day of the Terminator in 1991. Nah. It was first revealed in 1991, same year, by MIT computer scientist Tommaso Toffoli, a real picture, and Norman Margolis, the only picture of him on the web, with an idea to create a computer that mimics the physics of real matter. Candidates include bots, shape-shifting prototypes, smart materials, and more. But what you want is a system to create just anything you want. Create a quick 10 grand for that shopping spree. In the year 2020, researchers at the University of Vermont and Tufts University have successfully created living programmable robots called Xenobits that interact with each other using a frog's stem cells. Also, a concept called Claytronics that was developed at the Carnegie Mellon University uses computerized atoms to form 3D objects, not to be confused with 3D printing. Then, Walter van der Wingert, a professor from KTH, revealed in 2020 that his research team is building programmable matter from extremely small particles which can be manipulated into any shape or thickness. Faxing will be back in 2100. This means I can fax myself from one place to another, which is almost like teleportation. You can even carry a sack of matter around that turns into whatever you want, with recycling at its very best. Body tissue can be fixed quickly, and drugs can be delivered into the body by programmable matter. Number 5. Space mining. This is the one, and it's huge, so no movie jokes this time. If you were Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin in 1969, you come back from the moon with souvenirs, and that was what happened. Since then, we've had countries like Luxembourg, Japan, Russia, and of course the US seriously working on the concept of getting gold from asteroids. Scientists have discovered a cosmic diamond that is 4,000 meters long, but no tech is good enough to get to it. But there are about 16,000 near-Earth asteroids with all kinds of mineral resources. One meteorite even dropped on the Earth in the year 2020, which transformed the life of Joshua Antegolong of Indonesia. Scientists at NASA are determined that the 173 mile by 144 mile asteroid called Sistine Psyche has iron, nickel, gold, platinum, and everything. The bad news is it's located between the planets Mars and Jupiter. Now you can see the pattern here. We're still working on the tech to get closer to this cosmic treasure. In 2100, once we are able to easily grab these rocks in a few decades, we would have net worth in quintillion dollars, and hopefully the share of the pie goes round. And if you are envious of Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, well, they already own rockets and have sent guys like Chris Lewicki, co-founder of Planetary Resources, to go get some of those stones. For now, I'll just buy stocks in all the space companies. And there you go. Now that you know, you can't unknow it. One honorable mention is the strive for teleportation, where scientists in China have partially boomed quantum particles from the Earth to space. I don't think that will happen for humans in 2100 though, but can be wrong. Don't forget, Thomas Watson in 1943 said, "I think there is a world market for maybe 5 computers." At the time of this quote, he led IBM, one of the most futuristic companies today. Here's our own prediction. If you like our movie references and share this video, we will make more episodes like this one. This is by far my most difficult episode yet, so sharing helps a lot. Until next time, take care.